Awesome. Welcome to the virtual dojo. This is now the senior class, brown and black belts. Kata day today, and we are going to review Basadai, which we worked on last week, and we're going to introduce Kokudai. And I have two lovely assistants, Steve and Tash, is going to help me out, and we're going to work on some finer points. Please, if you can and when you can, join in the live class. So treat it like a regular class. Always try to participate while they're going through the kata with you. And if for whatever reason you can't make it, keep in mind those recordings are there on Facebook, so you can play them back and review certain finer points. We do appreciate all your support out there. We did start off the month sending out some invoices and for the ones that can, and would be happy to keep contributing to keep our dojo open. This is the whole point once we get through this whole pandemic thing. So we really appreciate your support and your comments. When you come online, please comment. We'd love to hear from you. All right, so we're going to get started right away. So I'm going to get Steve in here. I'm going to get him to quickly do Basadai as a review, and then we'll take it forward. Awesome. So first time through, we're going to get Steve to do it nice and slow by count. Hey, I'll. Basadai! Go on. Ichi. So again, Kosadach. This is an augmented block. This is an augmented block. Notice how the basic blocking is with both fists, but he has an open hand on the left hand. What that does is the idea of that is offset motion, but it's still an augmented block. Then moving through. So it's an inside forearm block to the back, and then a cross block. Sun. Now he's going to move through to the front facing you and outside cross block. Each. And then an inside forearm block. And drawing back to his back leg, pulling through and stepping through outside forearm block, then inside forearm block. Now readjusting his back foot. Set in motion. It's kind of like a high kibudach here. And then stacking the hands. As he stretches out Tate Shoto, the legs will start to straighten out. So the idea is using your legs to press outward. So it's a chokusuki punch, one. Then quickly inside block, deep. Notice how he pulls it to his shoulder, then using his hips to rotate into the inside block to the front. Sun, chi. And from here, transitioning forward to knife hand block. Each. All right. Apologize for had a slight technical difficulty with the camera, but I think we're back online. Steve's going to continue on with the tie-dye. I think you were at the knife hand position up here, Steve. I believe. Just go to, you know what? Take it back a little bit. Take it back a little bit. Started from, yeah, start from there. Absolutely. All right. Each. Ni. Sun. Chi. Now moving into knife hand. Each. Ni. Sun. Chi. Remember to reverse that last step. Now this is a trapping motion, moving to front stance. Each. It's a trapping motion with the hands and first key point. Sanchi. And moving through. Each. And pulling up. Ni. Sanchi. Quickly turning, knife hand strike. Each. So again, cover with the left, strike with the right. Pull back. Knee. Some. There's that hammer fist or Geidenbrei. It's a multiple application and kibudach. Each. So again, the Heisho hand is creating a target for the left, or sorry, the right leg, Mikazuka Geri crescent kick. And then follow through with the elbow strike. Each knee. Then a Geidenbrei position. Sun. Chigo. Each. Pull back. Knee. Sun. Chi. These are called Yamasuki. Ichi. Now quickly pivot through. Sweeping forearm block and back fist. Ichi. Knee. Sanchi. Sugiashi step. Shifting in. Each. Knife hand block. And sweep that knife hand. Now the key thing here, when he moves
this leg back into a 45 degree. He's going to maintain his back stance and maintain his upper body position of knife hand. Each. And so he's going to do a quick Sugyashi shift and then back into knife hand. This would be more like a striking action and finish. Sanchi! And yo, yeah. So just to give you a better perspective, what we're going to do with this, because some of the movements you couldn't see from as he's turned back to you, so actually I'm going to get you to face the camera on that. So what I'm going to get you to do, Steve, is I'm going to get you to do the trap motion here. And then that way, when you pivot, you can see what you're doing. So you're doing that trap motion. So now he's going to do the side thrust kick. It's a low side thrust kick above knee level. And then he's going to transition. Each knee. Son. Now, in that knife hand position. So the idea, now he's going to move back into a slow trapping motion up and draw. Knee. So notice how his hands stay together. I call it the double agiyuki, rising block position. It has a different kind of feel to it, like someone trying to grab and break apart. So now he's going to break apart his hands. And then driving through. These would be like hammer fists or double uzuki. And then quick push into the solo play. And then strike in. Then draw back. Go. Rook. And teach. So I want you to watch because he uses that hand to set up his crescent kick through. Sanchi. Now, actually, what I'm going to get you to do, just do a 45 degree. Actually, you can do it from the front. It's totally fine. I want you to see his hand movements on the first gate and drive. Each. So notice how the left hand goes inside the elbow of the right. And this one is fairly straight. Chi. Go. Now he's going to draw back, readjust his front leg into Fudo dachi and set the hands on his hip. Each. So now he's in a Fudo dachi position, stacking the hands, then follow through with a double punching action. These could be blocks and punches, combinations thereof. It's called Gamma Suki. Ichi. But as he does the transition, he goes from Fudo dachi. Now he's into front stance. Notice how the arms are very close in. They're in line up and down vertically and draws back. Now he's going to draw the other leg in on the side. Again, keeping the elbows very close to the body. Go. All right, so from there, what I'm going to get you to do, Steve, from there, I want you to transition. Why don't you face the back this way? Now you're going to do your pivot through. Ready? Each. And knee. And squeeze in. Sun. So again, as he pivots out, he's going to maintain his back stance the whole time. Chi. Now what he's doing is the whole body is facing the back corner, but his eyes and head will face the front corner to finish in the kiai position. Sanchi! And thanks very much, Steve. Now I'm going to bring in my other assistant, Natasha. She's going to come in, and we're going to introduce the Okay, so that's how she starts. First position, feet come open. Hands, not necessarily just laying there. These actually have some tension to them. There's a slight bow in her elbows, but this is all keeping the shoulders down. She'll maintain that shoulder position. This is like a self-defense kind of position. As she rises the hands up and passes her eyes will follow the opening in the hands. Sweeping action, so it's a right hand, strike into the left hand palm. Now, quick transition. She'll drop her stance into a heisho, knife hand block position, going to her left. Each. So if you look at that arm, look at that left arm. This is very similar and Yonda. Exactly the same arm position. But now she's pulled the right hand, just like doing a knife hand block. So she's combined the two into a whole different type movement. Again, with the back stance. And a quick transition. Yeet. So she's mimicked that symmetrical side to the other side. And sun. So now this looks familiar again from side eye. Transitioning into a high stance, tate shoto. So she's going to do her punch, one. And then quick transition like basadai. Same feel as basadai. Chi. Go. Now, in this content, there's two transitions like this. This first transition, just exactly like hand knee end, where she'll do a half step, and set. So again, stacking her hands. Kiagi set for the back. Ashidat to one leg stance. So she's going to move out the back fist, just like hand knee end. Side snap kick and into shoto. Now she's going to transition. Knee. On this final one, this is like in a lower belt katra, if you recall, on hand knee down. Suppressing block and look at it. Okay. Now moving through each. So this is a very unique move in Konkudai. Taking Mayagiri and then moving into Manji Kanai. We're going to do it from a different angle, but we're just going to get her go through it slowly. Each. So knife hand strike. This is head level. Cover here. Front stance. It's a short Mayagiri, then she pivots out. And then knife hand strike. And then so now she's moving into back fist side snap kick. This again comes from Anyonda. Sun Chi Do. But on that, you notice she didn't do any half step. There is no half step on this one. Now moving to the back. Sun. Now she'll do the signature move of Konkudai. Strike. And Mayagiri, this time she's going to move forward and the back fist, Kosudat. So the Kosudat stance, back fist is face level. Again, very similar movement, just like in Hanyondan, but no Kia in this one. And she's going to move back, inside block, front stance, then double punch. Now, this is a very unique move. She's going to transition through Orisuki, dropping down on the right leg under her chest, pushing off and pivoting. This is a low knife hand or gate end block. And then transitioning through Chiden Shotogi. Now she'll pivot behind, inside block, open hips. This is going to set up the Gatsuki, knee. Then she'll do the exact same thing, inside block the other way, Ichi. And then double punch, knee sun. Now, remember I was talking to you about that transition. On the first transition, she did a half step. There is no half step on this one. So you're actually going to pull all the way to the back leg and then follow through. Now, spear hand. So remember in hand sandan for you junior levels, you do the twist down and over. This actually twists up. This is a self-defense move. Vertical back fist, then transition into hammer fist. MP. Hikate, and she's going to quickly look to the back. Ginabrai. Follow through. This is a grabbing, trapping motion. And then drop in. Block high. Then pivot through. Trapping motion, then be like trapping an arm. This is called now Tobigiri, double kicking in the air, landing and back fist. Sanchi. Now to finish off, the idea behind this last move is someone's coming from behind, possibly kicking from behind. She's going to pivot off, sweep that leg, and back into the oi position. All right? So that will kind of help you get an idea of what you're doing there. So there's a few little moves that what I'd like to do is do them in a different position. I'm trying to think which ones we could work on. Let's do the whole thing again. We'll go through the whole thing again. We've got a few extra minutes. We're going to run over a little bit because we had a little technical difficulty. So actually, why don't you go through it on
slowly, but all the way through.
This. Hankurai.
Everybody join in. Please follow along with her. She's going to keep a nice, easy pace. Try and keep up best you can. Don't worry about making mistakes. The idea is work it through. You just work a nice, easy pace. Up. All right, good job. Okay, hope you can keep up. Now she's going to go at normal speed. All right. Doing okay there, Natasha?
Yes.
Gonna hold up? Okay. She's young. She can do it. Anyway, so now she's going to work it on a regular rhythm, regular timing. So do the best to keep up as best you can. And everybody, please join in. If you fall behind, don't worry about it. Again, remember, you can play these back at any time and stop them. All right, Natasha, go ahead. How's your mate? Try and keep up, people. It's going to start moving. Yummy. Awesome job. Thank you, Natasha. Awesome. All right. That was excellent. I hope you guys are able to keep up and you were able to pick things up. There's lots of finer points to this, and perhaps maybe down the road we might look at doing some bunkai ideas. But for now, we want to just give you the guys the basics and keep you guys moving. And that's the key point here. Please give your comments if you have any questions. Send them in, and we'll be happy to answer them for you. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on Saturday. We're working on Kumite. Os. Thank you.